Hello, friend. This is Marshalljoseph 2 Cent coming at you again with another banger, another fabulous fragrance out of my collection. Now, this fragrance I'm speaking about today, I think it suits the cooler months even better. I heard some reviews speaking about like how it perform in the summer. I didn't really like it too much in the summer. I think the notes that's in it, it suits the cooler months very well, and the smell coming from it, man, it's a fabulous scent for the cooler months, in my opinion, personally. So before we get to the review, I'd like to ask you to click like and subscribe to the channel down below as I strive to bring you more creative content about these fabulous fragrances out here impacting our daily lives. And as we continue on this fragrance journey together. And you know, this channel, for you individuals who physically can't put their nose to a fragrance, but like to have a good idea or description what these fragrances actually smell like. So without further ado, let's go and jump right into it. So friends, the fragrance I'm actually speaking about today and decided to bring to you is none other than from the house of Mancera, Instant Crush. And yes, I must say it is another fabulous fragrance. Someone might say, man, you think all your fragrance fragrances. Well, yeah, I bought them. You know. But now, honestly, this fragrance is a fabulous fragrance. I do enjoy wearing it. I got some great experiences wearing this fragrance, which I will share two on with you at the end of this review. But getting to the review, when you first spray this fragrance on, which we have in the top notes, you have mandarin, you have bergamot, we have saffron, we have ginger. Now when you spray it on, though, you do get the citrus, but it's not staying power too much. The saffron comes in with the sweetness and a little bit of spice that it has. But I must say, when you spray this fragrance on, you do get like it kind of pops off your skin, or I guess another word might be sparkle. It's like a kind of sparkly type of vibe going on. I don't know exactly where it's coming from or what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's from the ginger or something, or from the saffron. I don't know. But it has a little pop, a little sparkle coming off when you first spray this fragrance on off your skin. But when it transitions into the hard notes, we have the rose, we have the patchouli leaf, we have jasmine, we also have amberwood. Now I must say that one of the interesting notes in here, but you don't get much of it, but it is the patchouli leaf. And I guess it adds more of the herbaceous vibe to it, as opposed to patchouli by itself. We know patchouli by itself, we get the earthly type of vibe going on here, but I guess it's just bringing more of the green, which is, I think, rounds really nice with the facet notes of the jasmine and the rose. And the rose in here is more prominent than the jasmine. You know that rose brings that creaminess. It doesn't put much of a powdery nuisance on here. Sometimes rose does, but you do get a little bit. But it has the creaminess, so you can feel you could think of like a rose petal, how they smoothness, velvet type of velvet vibe going on. The same kind of sensation you get with the fragrance, definitely in the hard notes. And then with the amberwood, adding the resin type of vibe going on with the fragrance, does a very good well. But I think the most prominent note in the heart is the rose. Then we go down to the dry down. We get in the sandalwood, we get in the oak moss, white musk, and the vanilla. The vanilla is very nice. To me, it adds the gourmetish type of vibe going with the fragrance. And also the sandalwood is very smooth, also contributing to the creaminess of the fragrance itself, and also contributing to the woody composition of the fragrance, which you get in the dry down. And then, with the white musk, adding a slight musk to the fragrance, not overly bearing, not heavily, but just a slight musk to it, just to give it a little bit to it, a little background, a little, drawing power, more so to say. So overall, what you get in this fragrance is the sweetness of it with a little subtle spice. You do get a little bit of citrus, but it's not much. With the rose and the hard note, and then you get the woody composition with the sandalwood with a slight musk, and the vanilla adding that sensational vibe to the fragrance itself. So that leads me into the performance. Now the performance on here is really good. I get 6 to 8 hours on my skin and even longer on my clothes. And I also want to say the projection bubble that you get from here is very nice also. Definitely in the first 3 to 4 hours, you do get a nice scent bubble around you. It's not overextending, but you do get a nice scent bubble around you that people will be able to smell the fragrance if they're standing 1 to 2 feet away from you. And then with the silage, the central that you leave behind, to me is very sexy. To me, is mesmerizing. How this lingers the way it does, and the lingering that it does have, the scent that it does have while it's lingering is very nice. So, this is an example from this with the silage. If you're standing in line, let's say the first 3-4 hours you spray this fragrance on, you're standing in line somewhere, let's say the cashier at a store, and you leave to go out, and the next person comes up to get and stand in the same spot that you once were. I mean, that scent will be lingering in that particular spot, and as you walk by and things of that nature. So the silage on here is very nice. To me, it adds it does have like this warmth, sensual type of gourmet smell as you walking by people and leaving it central. Very nice. So, who this fragrance is for? I would say this fragrance is definitely unisex. Both men and women could wear this comfortably. It's not too feminine. It's not too masculine. It's right in between. That both genders could wear this fragrance. And I think this fragrance is a fun fragrance. It is, to me, a playful fragrance that one can enjoy. And that's my take on Mancera's Instant Crush. This, I think, is a very well blended, rounded fragrance that I will be enjoying and will be rocking here in the fall and the winter coming up in the cooler months. And yeah, so getting to the story about wearing this fragrance here. Went to Luby's, and the lady that sat me down, you could tell English was her second language, But she managed to say that I smell good. She sat me down on my things, asked me if I want some compliments. Like, no, ma'am. And she like, you smell very nice. You smell very nice. Appreciate it, appreciate it. So that was one of those fragrances. And I'll spray that on at 7, and it was around like 12:30. So it's like 5.5 hours into it. And it still can be smelled by me and others. And in the second instance, I'd like to share with you about wearing this fragrance. I went to the area where I grew up at to talk with some more gentlemen. And I passed by this young lady. And I'm talking, and about 5-10 minutes later, she went and sat somewhere else while we were standing up talking. It was a slight breeze going on at the time. But she like, someone smells delicious. So me and the fellas, we looking at each other, I know what I sprayed on at the time, I know what it smells like. It does smell like a gourmet. And she pointed at him, she like, yeah, that's you smelling like that, And but yeah, it was just funny because she didn't say, you smell nice, you smell good, you smell delicious. Just don't call me delicious though. But yeah, it was just, but that was just one of the instances of experiences that I experienced while wearing this fragrance. And I just wanted to share that with you. Definitely, you got any experiences that you have got while wearing this fragrance, definitely comment down below. But that's all I have for the review itself. That's Mancera's Instant Crush. Let me get to the outro. So friends, there you have it. That's Mancera's Instant Crush. I hope you enjoyed the review as much as I did. If you did, definitely comment down below. If you had this fragrance, definitely comment down below. I'd like to hear from you also, along with some experiences that you might have encountered while wearing this fragrance. I'd like to hear from you there. Also, I did a written content on my blog at www.zn2cent.com. I'll leave a link down there below. Definitely check that out. Let me know what you think about the written content. If you liked it, comment down below also, or you can come back here and comment. I'd like to hear from you about the written, my work with the written content as I continue to strive to bring you more creative content about these fragrances out here and continue impacting our daily lives. So there you have it. That's Marshall with Zan 2 Cent. Until next time, love, peace, and prosperity as always. Peace.